You're in this position now to take care and make a decision.
You don't have a right to a jury trial.
The police told her to shut her mouth.
So she may be here temporarily. It may be more permanent. We don't know.
She has a freaking ankle bracelet on like she's under house arrest. I'm unprofessional. Now what?
I know that it's in my interest. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh.
I had to.
But she needs to in there to take better care of her.
I just want to get out.
That's okay, Ted. They don't care about people. Oh! What?
Yeah, they were at the front door waiting.
Gonna get a restraining order placed on you if you don't leave. He's locking the door. Do you see that?
The police are on their way.
Okay, don't put your hands up.
It's a very abusive place.
They told me to wait at the police station. Her three brothers had also entered the premises.
This is Patricia Kobylak and Timothy Bowman. They are married. On August 4th, 2008, Patricia was forced into a mental health facility against her will by her family. Police assisted in the abduction of Patricia, and Timothy began investigating who was involved and what could be done. The police initially denied any involvement.
Timothy, this is Sue Rumfola from the Irondequoit Police Department calling about your Freedom of Information request. We did not go to 51 Dewberry Drive on that date, and therefore there's nothing that I can give you. I double-checked your name, and I don't see any reports with your name on it either.
With further investigation, the police ended up explaining why there was no police report written about it.
And Sue Rumfola sent me a letter back saying, sir, that heard that Ronald didn't respond to that complaint.
It was clear to Code 40. There was no actual report that was written. When we assist somebody getting property from their residence, we don't really do a report on it.
So if somebody comes in with a complaint of a kidnapping and you don't feel that's necessary to file a report on that?
The complaint is unfounded.
That's not from what Patricia says. It's not from what I say, but it does make an influence when people have political power that work for the State Department pull out their credentials and say, don't do this, we're taking this woman away, do what you're told, and that's exactly what you did.
Also, Patricia was placed into a mental health facility for insurance reasons, but she didn't belong there.
The intent's not to keep her there, forever at the show when she doesn't belong there.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
I agree. No, I agree.
Since her placement in the facility, Tim and Patricia have been trying to get her out. On visits to the facility, Tim spoke with nurses and administrators. He discovered she was being medicated against her will.
She's so distraught. When she's so distraught and sobbing and crying, it's only 0.5. It's very small. Helps take the edge off. But I don't want her to lose her mental ability by the torture. So we do give it to her occasionally. But she sobs.
One of the nurses sympathized with Tim and Pat and openly disagreed with what was going on with Pat's forced care condition.
I'm helping her, but I will continue to advocate, talk to my bosses tomorrow, and I will write the letter tomorrow and see if any other nurses want to sign it. If not, I don't care, but, this is absurd. It's absurd.
One nurse even described letting Pat run out the front door if it was up to her.
If I didn't think I'd get fired, I'd open the door and tell you guys to run like hell. It's terrible. I mean, I feel that strongly about it. So all I can do is do what I'm allowed to do. I'll talk to my supervisors again, and I will write the letter to Carol Farley Toombs. And, something's got to give, Pat.
Tim's involvement in freeing Patricia from the care facility landed him with a limited restraining order. He continued to maintain phone contact with her. Many attempts have been made to bring light to the situation, but they have always been met with great force.
Oh, God dang it, man.
A hospital administrator that had been following Timothy Bowman and his associates crashed into their vehicle and drove away. The hit-and-run driver drove to the back of the hospital where she was reluctant about giving her information and driver's license. Following this incident, Tim's associates went to the police department to provide information about these recent events. This is Officer Britton's reaction to their presence.
I told you I got a headache because of this. But the lady didn't leave like you said she did. She works there, I told you.
She didn't say that. She said that.
But you told me that you...
She didn't say she worked there. She said she was
told me
visiting.
you never went to the back and park either. You never went to the back and park either.
You're not getting anywhere.
And then Tim gets out to try to throw him snowballs. He was there the whole time. So this is what I need. I need your ID and your ID. Joshua, right? Don't need your ID. Okay, serious? Because here's the problem. I don't mind listening to stories. I don't have your story. I get all the paperwork from other people. Britain, Judge Barry, Supreme Court Justice. You want to take it up with him? That's fine.
Why are you yelling at me?
I just don't like this. You're coming here mild-mannered like nothing happened. Something did happen.
But you know, you're a police officer, and I don't think it's appropriate. And you're asking for my ID for what purpose?
Because Judge Barry's going to want to know who you are, too.
He's going to want to know?
He's going to want to know. I'm sorry, he's going to want to know. It's got to go on my report.
Are you telling me that I'm legally required to give you a driver's license?
Absolutely.
And under what reason?
Because you're investigating a crime that happened down there.
You're investigating what crime?
You're going to keep doing this?
Doing what? I'm asking you a question. What crime?
Trespassing, harassment.
Okay, there you go.
I know, I told you that. But you don't have to lie to me. I asked you a simple question. Did you park out back? No. That's what you told me. You were never out back. You just told me you were out back.
I never said I wasn't out back.
You did too.
I said the accident occurred on Leo Street. I had to chase her.
I know. I asked you if you went out back. You said no. You were never out back. That's a simple question I asked you.
Hey, AJ, don't talk to him. Just let it go.
Tim has also been the target of character attacks by hospital administrators.
Sure, so then you recognize immediately that Mr. Bowman has issues. It's obvious to see someone that walks around in a not matching sport coat and slacks, T-shirt with holes in it, and has BO. Chances are he's probably someone that may not understand the way things go all the time.
And right away you start with a train of insults. Why would you do that?
Why would you follow and help a guy in his situation?
Why would I help a guy in his situation? What is that? What do you mean by that?
Why don't you help him get into some mental health help? Why don't you help him work within the mental health system or somewhere where he can get help and flourish, so to speak?
Well, frankly, we are trying to get him some help, and we're working on getting him in a position where he can meet with Pat without any incident, control...
Well, at this point in time...
do you normally interrupt people every time they start talking? I wasn't finished halfway with my sentence, and there you start talking again.
Well, obviously, then, I don't acknowledge what it is you're trying to do.
No, obviously, you're unprofessional. That's not the way to talk to people when they're trying to explain something.
You have that.
Yeah, I have what? I have what?
I'm unprofessional. Now what?
Further communications with Patricia have been prevented.
I'm trying to get a hold of Patricia. She called me. Want me to call her back?
Who's this?
Timothy.
I am not at liberty to discuss any of this with you.
She's not allowed to talk to me?
Okay.
No, she's not allowed to talk to me?
You need to contact Catholic Health Services.
Because we went to found out about that restraining order, and there is no restraining order.
So that's...
We went up to Strong today, and we looked into that. There's no such restraining order.
You know, you're assuming that I can talk to you about this, and I'm not going to.
Isn't Pat allowed to talk to people?
Are you through? You know the route you have to go.
She's not allowed to talk to people.
Catholic Health Family Services.
So if she wants to talk to somebody, you won't allow her to speak to somebody.
Did you hear what I said?
She's not allowed to talk to people. Then you're
what I said.
It's not up to Linda to
hear what I said.
Patricia Kobylak remains a prisoner against her will at the Shore Winds nursing home. Timothy Bowman is restricted from visitation, but he continues his fight to obtain Pat's release. This is a special report from policeabuse.com.